Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is Silver Elm Coins and Collectibles. Thank you guys for joining in. Today we are going further into the worldwide stamp collection in the album, and we'll be looking at Denmark, Duitse Budapest, and Duitse Demokratische Republiek. So these two were actually the old East and West Germany that later was unified into what is known as modern Germany. So without further ado, let's jump into this one. Now, the only Denmark one I have is this one. Let's see if we can zoom in on it. Oops. It's not zooming in. Anyways, this is a Denmark 30. It has not been hinged, but it was soaked. So this is a vintage Denmark stamp. I believe it is 30 francs. So that is okay. Congress Post Denmark. All right. So that was my only Denmark one I have. I still have my handy country dividers. I printed these for the album because it works a bit better than my chicken scratch handwriting. But yes, so I only have one Denmark. That's something I might look to add in the collection, is to grow more Danish stamps, but that's for the future. So now let's look at Duitse Budapest. Again, this is 1955. So it really is an old, let's see if we can get, there we go. So this is a 1955 Lufthansa. I believe that is a airport 10 Deutsche. Never been hinged, but it has been cancelled and it has been used. Okay, so we have that one over there. Next one, also 20. Beautiful. So this is 10 Bundes, Deutsche Budapest. Okay, beautiful. Let's see, the next one seems to be a portrait stamp. Oh, that's actually interesting. So it's PB Rubens. It's an interesting name. Whoops. Hey, this one actually hasn't been soaked properly. So as you can see, there's still a piece of the envelope at the back. This is something I need to revisit and soak a bit better. Okay. Next one. Again, it's cancelled. But it is a beautiful, I believe this is a commemorative 1979. All right, so as you can see, most of my vintage stamps have been cancelled. That's the general one in the video, in the collection. But that's because that's how I inherited it. Okay, so we got another one over here. Something I found a bit interesting was this one that has like really beautiful artwork. This one was soaked, a bit damaged, but it is still a beautiful stamp from Duitse Budapest. Okay, so now we have these 50 and 60. Let's see if we can get up close to, just put that one. Oops. All right, so never actually touch your stamps with your hand. Anyways, Europa, so that's Europe, Duitse Budapest 50. Okay, beautiful, no envelope, beautiful stamp, maybe a little bit of wear on the sides. Other than that, for a 1970s, this is a really well preserved stamp. Okay, so we got the 60. Oops, let's just zoom in. So we got the 60, which is the same series. And then we have these different ones, which is 10, 50, and 100. And then we have something that I believe is a building. Wolfsburg. Okay. So I believe that's a place or a city or even a building. Not quite sure. This one was also beautiful. It was also soaked. Okay. And then the last one from Deutsche Budapest is the same series. It's just the 90 denomination. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. You can actually look at the date. It's 1981. So it still is a vintage stamp from Deutsche Budapest. Okay, so that was Deutsche Budapest. Now we will be looking at Deutsche Demokratische Republik. As stated, this was the old East and West Germany. So we're just going to go through some of these and some of the larger ones. We're just going to check them out. So this one is 10. Ooh, this one is interesting. Let's see if we can get it. This one. Okay. So this is a 10 and it is mint, never hinged. In fact, you can still see the glaze of the gum on the back of the stamp. So that is rather interesting. This is a mint, never hinged stamp. Okay. I believe this whole set that I have, so I have 10, 30, and 50. They are all mint, never hinged. Beautiful stamps. Then we just have this with, I believe it's a leader or such, or a previous leader. And these old ones, again, mint. Let's see if we can zoom this. Again, mint, never hinged stamps. You can see the yellow glaze of the gum at the back. So these are really cool. I'm glad they're in the collection. Okay, let me just fix these that I made. Some of the larger ones are these. Let's see if I can get there. Here we go. Okay, one place here. Okay, Duitse Demokratische Republiek. That's what DDR is. And there's no hinged. So this was also just kept in the collection. Then we have one more over here. And that is it. Let me see if the other one. Yeah, so that is it for the Denmark, the Danish, Duitse Budapest, and Duitse Demokratische Republiek. So thank you guys for joining me again today as I'm going through the worldwide stamp collection. If you enjoy my content, consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next one.